admin. Hi guys, hello everybody. Hi Jorge, nice to see you here. So we're starting just in a second. My name is Daniel. Welcome everybody who is joining our webinar. Today we're talking about the HVAC, specifically Google Ads blueprint for HVAC contractors, how to get more calls, better ROI, and actually how does it look in the beginning for those who didn't start it yet, and actually how to set up it correctly, how to set up the Google Ads and get those warmer leads and ready to buy homeowners. We assume and expect that this will be this way. Yeah, let's go. Let's start. Today's topic, once again, is the Google Ads for HVAC. So what we'll cover today, the agenda is for 1 hour. I will try to keep it really within 1 hour. So we will cover the issues. The main issues is how Google Ads really work, and what metrics actually matter for HVAC owners and for HVAC marketers as well, and how to turn those clicks which we get from Google Ads into calls and jobs. And I will make sure that you will live with the step-by-step or some insights or some ideas at least on how you can win with the Google Ads for your business. And also I will share a few pro tips and special tricks how to get more leads for your HVAC business this year, and actually this month and this season. So you can apply them right away if you're ready, if your campaign is running. For those who doesn't know me, guys, my name is Daniel Dramshev. I'm the marketing expert with the main focus in HVAC. So I'm already an HVAC marketing expert. I'm 15 years in total in the marketing and sales. This is my passion. I love business development. So I have a lot of expertise to share from my previous experience and the current. So I'm still in the game. I still play with the different types of marketings and different channels, and I love to share this. What I do, like what I do else is we started last year. We started this HVAC marketing school. So we play with this, sharing this knowledge which we have inside, let's say, from my experience and also from my team experience. And we started even building the kind of growth ecosystem for HVAC business, for the owners, for the marketers, for the teams. I also interested and I invest in the startups, or not even startups, with companies within home service business, and like moving, remodeling, HVAC, everything what is connected to home improvement. This is my focus. So, and I'm a YouTuber, like a beginner. I started on YouTube last year, and this month we already relaunched the main channel, and it's now called the 8-Figure HVAC Brands. For those who met me recently in Vegas on the ACA conference, we were already wearing the 8-Figure Brands podcast, and we were filming the videos for that new channel. So yeah, if you want to meet offline, if you also visit this kind of events, we can meet on HR or ACA or some other events which we're gonna visit in autumn. In the meantime, we do these kind of webinars and online meetings, meetups on the weekly, bi-weekly, like 2 times per month. So each 2 weeks we try to connect with you here online and share some expertise step by step, so you can actually understand how to play with each marketing funnel, each marketing channel, building your 8-figure HVAC brand. This is my family, by the way. This is the picture. I have a beautiful wife and 2 kids. We live our life together. And my second family is my team. We have around 30 people in the team in-house. And what we do marketing. We focus on the HVAC marketing. All the team is focused on this trade. And we help the team, NetRocket team helps to build 8-figure HVAC brands. This is our mission. And we do everything what most of the businesses need for their growth. So starting with the website design and till the AI visibility. And we are on a mission with all this ecosystem, with the agency, with the HVAC marketing school, with the podcast, with other things which we are launching right now. We are on the mission to help 100 HVAC contractors become an 8-figure sustainable business in their trade. Hi guys, for those who is joining us, yeah, if you're only joining right now, say hello, say a couple words from what city you are joining. If you are in HVAC, or if not, this is also good, because most of the tactics and the practices which we share, you can apply them into most of the home improvement businesses as well. So, and we are here in this lesson number 4 for this online sessions list, and we are in the Google Ads. Before that, we have already the LSA, the Google Maps, and Yelp. We had these meetings. For those who want to be informed about the upcoming events, you're welcome to join our Facebook group or just follow on our website. We'll try to keep the website updated and share the information about the schedule for the whole year, actually, because right now we have the schedule for till July, and then we'll have it till the end of the year. Hey guys from New York, Sacramento. Hi Raymond, nice to see you. Nice to read the text. And yeah, for those who is joining, come on, introduce yourself. That would be great. So just shortly and briefly about the 8-figure concept and the roadmap, which I usually present. For those guys who already attended the offline workshops, which we had in Sacramento, New York, and Miami, Vegas, and San Jose, San Francisco, you know that we have already talked about that we try to build the 8-figure HVAC brand in the company, because I believe that it's more sustainable. On that level, you really have a business. And I just want to say that not everybody have to move that way. But if you are at least on the way, you are still building the more sustainable and system business, even if you are not there, or if you don't have this kind of target. And of course, this kind of 8-figure and more businesses, they're more sellable, I would say. So if we are building a sellable company, then this works both ways. Either we keep it, or we want to sell it, we want to exit someday. And this is what we try to this is kind of concept we try to build when working with clients or consulting somebody, or just on this kind of workshops. So I define 5 levels. The basic level is the level 1, the foundation stage, where we are hitting the first million, and then we go to the level 2, to the 3 million level, then to the 5 million level, and then from 5 to 10, scale into 8 figures, and then with the 8 figures and more, we're going to dominate the local market or several markets which are around your area. So this is how I see the growth, and each company goes through all these 5 levels, and each company have the same issues. Like nobody can skip and go from the level 1 to the level 5. Anyway, we will build the marketing system, the sales system, and develop the business as a child. Actually, as kids, they grow, they start to walk and then run. So this is, I believe, how all the businesses develop. And 8-figure growth roadmap. This is the screenshot. We have usually 4 pillars which we discuss on how to build the system which we are building. We are right now in the field number 1, where the paid traffic and the lead generation is. And we're on the Google Maps ads, Google Search ads, Google Display, Google Performance Max, and YouTube ads. We're covering this today in today's meeting. Hello, Amelia. Hello from San Jose. Greetings to San Jose as well. I'm just reading the chat. So when you, and yeah, let's jump into the first basic thing. So in order to set up the right expectation, I will cover the basics and the things which every owner should know, which every marketer should know, where to pay attention to when you're trying to get leads from the Google ads. Because Google ads, the local service ads is one thing. And we think like usually that the local service ads is also something which we can set up ourselves, and we do this. And a lot of contractors do this themselves, and sometimes it doesn't work. But Google works all the time. I mean, it will work and you will spend the money. But the thing is that you need to spend them the way so it will bring leads. And it's quite complicated. This is why I don't want to go into details, because actually I don't want you to set up the campaigns manually. I would like you to share my experiences with you, so you can either work efficiently with your pay-per-click guy or agency or anybody who is setting up the Google ads for your business. Or if you do this yourself, you may also have some insights from this meeting. So first of all, how the ads and how the search actually is, where your homeowners, where can they find your business. So first of all, we see the local service ads. This is what we already talked about in the previous meetings. Then they see the sponsored results. This is what we're talking about right now. Then they see the Google Map Pack, and your company can appear in the Google Map Pack as well, with the ads targeting the Google Maps. And the second, with the Performance Max, it also may appear here in the Google Map Pack. Then goes the organic results, where you can appear inside the Yelp, or if you promote your company with the classic SEO, it also may be visible here. Then most of the traffic actually comes from the mobile phones, and this is how it looks, and you know how it looks, and you can be visible there as a display ad or search ad, or again, Google Maps ad. There are many ways how you can actually promote your company with the Google ads. These are the 6 types of Google ads campaign which you can set up for your company. And I will be mostly talking about the first one, about the search campaigns, because this is a basic, and this is what will bring, actually in the beginning, will bring all the leads. But as well, we have the Performance Max campaigns, and some of you may tried them already. And yeah, if you did, share that experience in the comments in the YouTube or Instagram or LinkedIn or here in the chat. Just share your experience if you did try the Performance Max or any other types of the Google ads, or if you did try the search ads also. That would be great to hear your experience, because we are here not just to listen to me, but also to interact and to exchange. If you had, I don't know, successful results, or if you just wasted money, just share what you had with the Google ads. Then we also have the Google Maps local ads, the ads which are specifically driven to within local intent, and they drive the kind of visits to your location. Not everybody needs this, but anyway, just be aware that this exists. Display and YouTube ads, and it works very good to retarget the audience, but you can target as well. The dynamic search ads, the DSA, and the AI Max is the other type of AI-driven Google ads campaign types. Sorry. So these are the types which actually you can set up in your Google Ads account, but be careful and go just step by step. So first of all, let's define how we pay for leads, how we pay for the jobs which we're getting from the Google Ads accounts. And this, not a surprise here, but the difference from LSA, because most of you have tried LSA before. And in LSA, a local service ads account, the Google Guaranteed, you pay for the leads. But here with the Google Ads, like classic Google Ads and all the other types of Google Ads ads, we will pay for the clicks. And those clicks we will then convert into the leads, into the calls, into the jobs. And the first thing which you should pay attention when you control or you check your ad account is what is your bidding strategy actually? What's inside there, and what are you targeting? And there are several bidding strategies. And sometimes even by default, it's recommended to choose like maximize clicks or maximize something else, conversions. But my recommendation is to start it with the manual CPC, because otherwise, again, you may spend a lot of money on the wrong direction. When you set up in the very beginning the manual cost per click, you bid manually and you can control the spend. And this is the way how the campaign will be more in control, so you can teach and Google in the right direction, I would say. And when you have the result, when you have the first results, then you can go to and switch to maximize conversions, or even if you set up the back and forth informing Google about the conversion value, also the maximized conversion value. This is important because then when the Google Ads account is started working, because the problem number one, guess what? Let's also let me come back to the chat. And yeah, Emil is saying that we tried Performance Max. It was a waste of money. We receive a lot of spam. Yeah, this is what happens when you start with the Performance Max in the very beginning. And this also what happens when we don't have tracking in place. So I would say that if you don't have tracking, just don't start the Google Ads at all. I wouldn't invest even $1,000 into Google Ads advertising if we don't track all the leads, all the calls, all the possible conversions, because this is very important. And otherwise, even with just a search campaign, we will get a lot of spam or not quality, like low quality leads. And I wanted to come back. Yeah. Then I will switch to the next one, to the next slide. So the next topic is how your campaign is structured. So the big thing is that we need to structure campaigns. And I know that it's basics. It's like structuring the website. It's usually structure. But what I see when I check the ads accounts, a lot of them, they still have, I would say, strange structure, or it's some logic which I don't understand. So, but just check your campaigns, what structure they have. Usually what Google recommends and what other experts recommends and what I recommend is that you divide and you define the each campaign, one service, one ad group, to get more relevance. So this is how you get lower CPC, lower cost per click, because inside the Google Ads account, you will have quality score, and actually Google understands what stated on the page, on the landing page, which we are landing the traffic. And it's also try to understand like what we are saying in our ad, what kind of traffic we're trying to lead to each kind of page. So if everything is clear that heat pumps intent goes to heat pump page, and we are talking in this ad group, everything is about heat pump repair, heat pump installation, heat pump replacement, everything in one ad group and goes to one page. Then we have a brand campaigns. Usually it's your brand name, even if it's not very popular, but I would recommend using the brand campaigns. Sometimes you feel like you're paying for your brand traffic, but it's quite cheap. The clicks are usually cheap there, and you don't lose this traffic to your competitors, because your competitors will advertise at your brand campaigns, those who are active in the market. Brand plus the city or other variations. So this is what you can also cover. The air conditioning goes to air conditioning group, the indoor air quality, the competitor campaigns as well. So you can target the competitor brand names who are popular in your area, or you know that people search for them, or you just check with the Ahrefs or with other SEO tools, and you see those keywords and those brands which have some volume. The heating can be separated, and the emergency services may be separated. So this is how you build the structure of your campaign. So it has to be very structured and linked to the correct page. So this is very important. And the next things, I just want to go through some little things which may make some tune up for your ad campaign, and it may work better. So what actually drives the results, and is the keywords and the match types. This is again basics. We have 3 match types: exact match, and phrase match, and broad match. And I don't recommend use broad match because, again, in some campaigns I see the broad match by default. Either they forgot or they just receive a lot of traffic, but it's not a quality traffic, I would say. The phrase match, you have to be careful here, because with the phrase match you will also receive a lot of traffic which is not 100% relevant to the business, not 100% commercial traffic. So we need to use then the negative keywords all the time. And the exact match, this is where you target the specifically those phrases and those keywords which you mention in exact phrase match. But you definitely will get lower volumes here, and you will get, I think that you will get the higher cost per click here as well. So my recommendation is to use the 2 of them, the exact match and phrase match, and then to play with the negative keywords. So usually, even if we upload the basic, I don't know, 1,000 or 2,000 negative keywords into the list, you will still get some searches and some traffic which is not relevant. So your manager, your ad manager or marketer have to check the keywords which are ranking, check the keywords which you paying for the clicks, and see if they're not relevant, just to add them to negative keywords. It's like something like free, the job, how you keep the job seekers. This is also the negative keywords may help here. Then the service areas. Sometimes it may happen that your ads, you receive leads or you receive calls from the areas which are not relevant to you. So first of all, I just want to share with you that you can target not only the area or the city or the specific location, but you can target the specific zip codes, and you can exclude also the specific zip codes. So this is where the zip codes targeting may help. Just be aware that you can be very specific in the geo targeting. So, and another thing with the geographic is that when your managers, when they set up locations, and sometimes you can just receive calls from, I don't know, in California, but you receive calls from Florida or even leads, and because people just they just can fill out the form. And why this may happen, because of there are two options. You can target the presence or interest. This is usually by default, I guess. Or you can target the people who are only present in the current targeting location. So otherwise, check this out. If you have this present or interested, then this is how you can get the leads from the people from Florida clicking your California ad, because it shows up there, and because of this setup, because if they're interested in something in California. This is a little thing, but may save you some budget. Then another thing which is also happening all the time is that you can check it, by the way, right now, is the page with the landing page. So most of the companies, they lead the traffic to their website because they love it and they think this is the best site in the world, and I believe it is, and I love most of the websites. And I thought that the same, like all the time, I think that it's almost a landing page, but the landing pages usually they convert better because they designed to convert, and the offer is better, and everything is easier. It makes the landing page is made for ads. So the recommendation here is try to actually land all the traffic to the landing page with the clear offer, with the clear call to action, and with the clear so they can make a call or book an appointment or do some action right away. And I will show you a little bit later the examples of the landing pages, but here as well, and see where your ads are landing. One more thing is that like kind of little mistake, but sometimes companies, they drive all the traffic to the main page, even when they advertise, let's say, heat pumps installation or AC repair, and they land land all the traffic just to the main page. This is, again, even if you don't have a landing, specifically designed landing pages, just try to land them on a specific pages, as I showed you before with the groups. So then the track every call and lead. This is also important. We already spoke about that. If you don't have tracking, if you don't track all the leads, just don't start the Google ads, because this is where you may lose a lot of money. So all the calls, all the form submissions, messages, booked appointments, it has to be tracked, and then also communicate it to Google so they can get you the same quality traffic and leads as they have. I'm just checking the comments right now. We don't have any questions, but by the way, I just wanted to highlight, if you have any questions, just drop them in the chat. I will comment them right away, or in the end when we will have the Q&A session, then I will comment on those questions. Okay, let's continue. The mistakes. I would say this is a short list of some things which you can maybe again hear from the mistake list. So what we see, the no clear conversion goals set up in Google. We just talked about that. That it's not only tracking the results, it's also we need to set up a goal. The goal may be either they click on the phone, they call, or they submit a form, or they do some action. So the first, we need to connect these micro conversions and conversions, which we want to track then the weak and generic headlines. This is where we're getting low CTR and higher cost per click, and all these little things and little adjustments, they will help us to then save money on clicks and get better conversion and get better result. I will break down the funnel, how I calculate usually the funnel, and what definitely we have to know. Here are some examples of what can be used in the headlines. And again, it's on you. Either you can put the service call price there, like $69 for service call, some promo action promotion, or you can use the city or area, the specific area. And this also what may be attractive for a person who is searching. You can use the information like 4.9 stars and 4,000 reviews, and or locally or family-owned operated business, something like this, which you think will be relevant to your audience, and they will react on that, and this will attract the better CTR and more clicks. So then, no strong offer in the ads. Sometimes we have this, no, not sometimes, many times, most of the ads are more or less generic. So like we do HVAC and there is no reason to call to this company. So we need to be either creative or use the tools in order to create these headlines and receive better CTR. Then the call focus setup, it's also like if we need to receive more calls, we can make the setup which will allow us to receive more calls. And then the real conversion values, revenue and jobs, this is the information which we can actually pass back to Google in order to make it understand what kind of revenue we are generating from which kind of leads. And this is how this is how they then give us more the same quality of leads. And in general, a lot of the times there is no difference from the competitors. So all the ads are plus minus the same. And again, the CDR is lower in this case. Let's talk about the numbers, a little bit of math here. What budgets should we spend and what metrics should we focus and talk about when we discuss the effectiveness of the Google Ads campaigns? I usually focus on the result. And most of owners and most of you want the result in the end of the sales funnel, in the end of the marketing and sales funnel. So what we see here in the Google Ads, usually we have impressions, then we have clicks, then we have leads, then we have the appointments and estimates, and then out of those appointments we have jobs booked and we have sales. And all this funnel, it has to be tracked on each stage of each step of the funnel. And on each step of the funnel, we have to work with the conversion, we have to work with the CDR and all the conversions. And in order to make the campaign work, because I believe that if Google Ads doesn't work, then it's usually an issue of how it learned the process, or how it's set up, or how much budget you invest in that. And because usually it has to work if if everything is set up correctly and if you have enough budget. What I saw in the market that and the very important thing is that usually we target the 10x return on the ad spend. What does it mean? That if we invest when we invest the 10K monthly into Google Ads, then we are targeting to receive the 100K in revenue in the jobs from that amount of leads, from that amount of traffic. And in the beginning, I can guarantee you that in the beginning it will not work the best way. Even the first 3 months, the campaign, they may spend may spend more. You just don't hit this, usually don't hit this target. There is no 10x. But then in the long run, if you do everything correctly, if you set it up right, if you have enough budget, then you should hit this 10x ROI target, and this is where it start working very well. Because if you see that your competitors or bigger companies, they advertise, then definitely it works. They just use it as one of the marketing and lead generation channels, and the channel is actually very good. But again, it doesn't work all the time. It's hard and complicated to set it up correctly. It's sometimes hard to skip that irrelevant traffic with the job seekers and so on. So we just need to have some time. We just need to have some budget and to play with this channel, to play with this marketing funnel. So this is my recommendation on the numbers. So first we need to calculate everything, and then we need to I would be happy to hit the target of 10x. And what else? Yeah, let's check the competitors, by the way, and let me share the screen. Let's do some interaction. Guys, do you know, or did you check your competitors, or when did you check your competitors' ads the last time? Guys, for those who is watching, Jorge, then Emil, Raymond, Azam, if I said to right. So you are guys from different locations, from different areas. When was the last time when you checked the competitors, and do you know how to check them? Because I know that you are not the first time in the event, in the webinar. So I already shared the link how to check the competitors and the ads of your competitors. Let me know in the comments if you did check this, or if not, this is also good. So Google. Alex says that it's Google, so you just Google it. Yeah. It's also a good point. Let me share the screen, and I will share the tool on how can we check what competitors have. So I'm adding to the stage. Just a second. I will add my screen to the stage. Remove other media. Okay. So you should see my screen right now. I hope you see my screen. Yeah, let me know if you see it. Let me know if you see the screen, or let me know if not. I will check it out. So the tool is Google Ads Transparency Center. It's an open tool. It's from Google, and you can use it right away after the webinar, or just right now you can use it. I took the service champions, both of them, the .com and .net, and I checked the website. So how you check it? So you go to the Google Ads Transparency Center, and you try to find your competitors, which you like them, if they're active in the market, or those whom you can see in the Google Ads, as Alex said right now. So when I was in Sacramento recently with this workshop, and I visited some offices. There was an office of AirTech. So when I Googled the AirTech Pro Sacramento, you see what we got here. So we see we have the sponsored results. So the guys are advertising on the branded keywords, or it's a kind of smart campaign or some other type. So Google understand that if I'm looking for AirTech Pros, they can all, I may be also interested in other HVAC contractors. So this is how the RK Mechanical Air Service appearing here, and the A Plus Heating and Air. So these two companies, they're active in the Google Ads, and the AirTech Pros, by the way, it's only on the SEO results on the third place, and here on the right side with the Google Maps. So so we can check each of these competitors and see what they have in their Google Ads actually accounts. And there was one more company from Sacramento which I visited in Sacramento, the Bell Bros, and I also checked their Google Ads account. And most of you know the service champions. So the service champions, I checked their account as well, and you can what you can see here. You can check the ads for the last 30 days, for the anytime, for the last 7 days, for yesterday, for today, and you can see what actually is running right now, because we can be in the shoulder season, or we can be in the high season, and we can check the competitors, what they're actually running, what kind of ads, which types of ads, video advertising, display ads, and the text ads, and we can see all the offers which they have in their ads, because you don't need to try to search in just in Google. It's everything is it's open, it's transparent in the Google Ads Transparency Center, and you can filter the platforms. It's Google Maps, it's Google Play. Most of the contractors don't advertise in Google Play. Some of them, they have the Google Shopping, but it's then the Google search and YouTube. This is you can check by platforms. Then you can also check by like image, the display ads, the text ads, and the video ads. And you can play with you can play with the name of the website. You can play with the names of the LLC or C Corp or S Corp, like how the official name of the company. So you can find everybody here. And if you don't find the company directly, you can try to find it indirectly. But anyway, if they advertise, the information will be here. So if you have, guys, if you have some competitors which you want to check, we can drop the names. We can check them right now. And if not, I will just follow and share so if you're wondering what kind of video ad may be in your area, you can check your competitors. This is how it works.
Guys, I just found out from my dad that I need to tune up my AC every year. My dad only trusts Service Champions.
When was the last time you changed your filters?
I've been breathing that in. Oh my gosh, he's checking everything to get my AC unit back in shape. Look what he found in here. Gross.
So you can see, and you can see what kind of information, what kind of videos, if it's fun or not fun, what kind of messaging they have in the video campaigns, in the text campaigns, everywhere. And then also what I wanted to share that for the service champions, they have the special landing page for this. They have this call.servicechampions.net and new equipment and then. So they have a lot of different types of the landing pages. And you can check their landing pages also if you want to be inspired to how can you create your landing page. And you can see what the guys are doing here in Sacramento. So the Aircam Mechanical, for example, they land their traffic to the service page, to the air conditioner and repair. And the A+ Heating and Air, for they just land to their main page. So here you may see that it's kind of HVAC in Sacramento, but this mostly for the appearance. When you check the URL, it goes to the main page. So this is how you check your competitors, and you can check them. This is the other example of the landing page, by the way. The Super Service today, they have this, I don't know if it's how it works because I don't know the numbers, but it works quite good, I think. So they have a special offer with numbers, with dollars, and they have it very straightforward, and they have, of course, different services. They have also this $89 what is that, a maintenance plan for different trades. So this is how you can actually see what your competitors are doing, which kind of landing page they're using, or if they don't use a landing page, you will also see this. And this will help you and inspire to, I don't know, even to create an offer for your company, for your business. I'm coming back to the presentation. Yeah, cool, guys. Thank you for your messages that you could see that, and I hope you could hear also the ads, which I saw, the video ad from the Service Champions. So please use this tool. I understand that I already presented it several times, and but it's a cool tool that you can. It's not a spy tool, but you can just check what your competitors are doing or what other guys in other markets are doing, because sometimes you can get inspired from the other marketers and from the other markets, which from the other companies which are actively doing the ads. So let's move on. What else? After you started using the search campaign, after it learned a little bit, not a little bit, so at least 20 leads, you gave back the information about the 20 leads, and even the more the better. I would recommend start other types of campaigns, and then you can play also with the Performance Max. Performance Max also needs time and learning period, and sometimes we need some extra, not extra, but some budget to spend on the learning process, or while the campaign is learning. And again, it's not a guarantee. The Google search is not a guarantee. It's not Google guarantee, not Google local service ads. You pay for the clicks, so be careful. And I don't recommend you to play with the Performance Max before you did the basics, and before you have all the tracking, and before the basic campaign started working very well. But with the Performance Max, you can get the leads not only from search, but also from display, from YouTube, from Gmail, from Maps, from all the other types which you may be missing with your current campaign. Then the AI Max can be good if you sell something like e-commerce type, but I wouldn't recommend this for HVAC for the service providers. Then the dynamic search ads, this is where you can get the audience and you can reach the audience which you didn't reach before with the other campaigns, with other types of campaigns. And don't forget about the retargeting. And it's a must if you want to sell more installation and install jobs. This is where you'll catch all the traffic which you already attract even through the Yelp, through the organic search, all the traffic which you have on the website, you can, and also which you paid for with the Google search ads. Then you can retarget those potential clients, customers, with your display ads and saying something with video ads. And this is how you can convert them in, I don't know, in the long term, or even if they try to make a decision within a month, you can convert them as well using the retargeting, remarketing. The offline conversions tracking, this thing is, you can use this definitely, because most of not most, like 100% of our conversion, they're somewhere offline. And we need to set up the system where you will inform Google and you will give back the information about the conversions which you got from the Google ads. This is very important. If you don't have this set up in your House Call Pro or Service Titan or any other CRM which you're using, just make sure that at least your marketing team is doing this manually in the very beginning. This is how you can make the Google learn what leads are the best and what kind of leads you want to receive. This is very important. This is why I'm saying that if you don't have this, if you don't have tracking, if you don't have this conversion tracking as well, and giving back this information to Google, this is where you definitely, the ads will not work. The ad campaign will not work efficiently, and you'll maybe leave this ad channel to your competitors. So there are some questions, just wrapping up, which you may ask your current team or your marketer or your pay-per-click expert who is working with your campaigns right now, with your campaigns. So check your campaign structure, verify the call conversion tracking and all the other conversion tracking, and then review the key metrics if you're following them. Actually, what is your cost per click, the cost per lead, the conversion rate on each stage of the funnel, and what are the targets actually which your marketing team have for the Google ads. Then in the end, of course, calculate the ROIs, and you can do it today, you can do it tomorrow, but just do it, and this will definitely help you get more leads and more jobs. So the good news wrapping up, the good news is that the Google ads and Google search ads and even Performance Max is a very good tool and the way to get those clients who are ready to buy, the warm leads. But the bad news is that it's quite complicated. So I definitely don't recommend doing this again and again. I'm saying that on your own, or if your tracking is not in place, or like, it will not work as easy as we wanted, as we would like to. So you definitely need to either skip it for some time until you have resources to find an expert, or if you have already the budget, then try to find somebody who can help you with that. And of course, if you have somebody in-house or somebody who is working with just again interact with them and see the metrics. If you like the metrics, don't like that's good. If you don't like the metrics, just try to see what you can do better. So this is it, and just a short 1-minute promotion and promotional slide from my team, and we will move forward to the Q&A session where we will speak about your issues and your questions which you have in your campaigns. So just a quick message from my team. If you want to receive a free 360 market analysis, so not only the Google ads but overall the SEO and AI visibility analysis and action plan with the 2-3 steps tailored to boost your leads and revenue in the next 30 days and next 90 days during this season. Then just use the promo code workshop, go to networker.pro, get in touch, or just give us a call 921-389-0344. So this is free. This is totally free for those guys who are here in the meeting. And so you'll receive a lot of value there. And again, it's free. If you want to play with that information inside your team, with your in-house team, that also will be cool. And let's go to the Q&A session. If you have questions, drop them in the comments. And if you're watching this on YouTube, also drop them in the comments below. I will make sure that we will answer and comment on all of them. So what budget do you recommend in Dallas and the peak season? Thank you, Alex. So we have this question, by the way, from other meetings. And thank you for this question about the budget. So I would recommend for the Google ads in Dallas, I would recommend anyway, start from something like 3, 4, or 5K spent per month. I wouldn't definitely recommend starting with the lower budgets. If you want to play with lower budget and see if it works, then go for it. And again, there is no rule, I would say. What I see in my practice that when we start with lower budgets, a lot of the time, just for Google, it's just not enough information, not enough data to learn fast or to learn at all. And sometimes it may learn the other way or the wrong way. So I would recommend start with the higher budgets, not higher budgets, like up to 5,000, and then see if it doesn't work. Maybe even try to make them higher. Maybe even try to. So we first of all, considering the budget, we need to start getting leads, and we need to start getting relevant leads. If we don't receive the relevant leads, this is a waste of money, the waste of time. Not a waste of time. This is the process, the learning process. So first of all, we have to spend some time and some budget to make the Google campaigns learn. This is what I see from my practice, and we had this is about timing. So yeah, let me finish here. So if you are tight, how much budget do you have, by the way, Alex? If you can share that, what was in your head, like how much you wanted to invest for the start, or what do you think you can invest in the future as well? Yeah, if you hear, you can share it, and we can discuss it as well. So, but roughly, I would recommend starting with 3 to 5, and then go more. Because the interesting thing with the Google ads and as well with the Facebook ads, that when we play with the lower budget, we have much less information, much data than our competitors. And when we feed Google with much less information, then we get worse results. So 1.5, plan to spend 3 or 4K max. We need to check the demand. So if the campaign will be quite targeted, and with 1.5, I don't think that you will receive enough leads, because we need, let's say a lead would cost somewhere from 100 to 200. Even with the minimum, if we're so lucky that we're getting 100 per lead from Google ads, then we need at least 2,000 in order to give that data back to Google and try Google to make it learn faster. So when we spend the 4K, then we're giving back to Google more data. So this is how we can make it learn better. And our competitors, if they spend, let's say, 20 or 30K monthly in the same area, so they definitely train their Google campaigns better. And this is how we then realize that our campaigns, for some reason, they don't work, but the competitors are still there. and most of the time the competitors are still there and they advertise actively, is because they have the Google Ads accounts and campaigns which are already, like, I would say, mature enough, and they understand what kind of leads and what kind of traffic they need because they feed them enough with the data. So this may be the reason. The same thing with the Facebook. A lot of the HVAC guys don't believe in Facebook. I believe in all the marketing. I just understand that if we don't cook it right, then it doesn't work. And those guys who cook the marketing channel right, it will work definitely. Yeah, sometimes, by the way, it just may stop working, or sometimes it's breaking. Again, as with business overall and with all the marketing, there is no guarantee anywhere. Even if our campaigns work very well right now, they can break down in a month or in 2 months. And we had this kind of, not like the example, as an example from one of our client, which we work for, I don't know, like 5 years already, even more. And the idea was to squeeze the campaigns, but they were trained very well. And there was one point after which the whole campaign broke down because we were squeezing the campaign too much. The client was pushing like, we need this and that, and the client was very active inside the account as well. Like too much knowledge or too much squeezing may work even worse than, so in opposite direction. So I would say that if it works, then let it work. Another recommendation is not don't squeeze the campaign, or don't do this. Don't play much with the account which is working already. Yeah. Then Andrew, any tips for getting leads when it is slow shoulder season, but keeping costs down? I would say that investing more in the Google Ads advertising, it's not the best idea in the shoulder season. If you want to keep the budget lower, I would work in the shoulder season. I would work with the off-season offers, or some specific offers and special offers for this kind of period, and I would work with the clients database which you have from the previous periods, because we pay for those leads. And by the way, one more thing which I realized, most of the time we think directly, okay, we bought these 100 leads for this amount of money. Let's say we paid 10K for 100 of leads, and they didn't work very well, but those guys are still, they're still homeowners. They still need some services, maybe now, maybe in future, maybe they didn't close with the other company as well this year. So definitely I would gather all this information, and I would work with the not even existing client database, but with the existing lead, which those leads which you bought and which you got before from the market. So don't forget about those leads. This is how actually you can balance the result and overcome outcome in the long time. The same with Google Ads. If we're paying for these leads, just don't throw them away totally. See if you have some leads which you can work then later or next year or even 2 years. This is how you will maybe closer to that target which we want to receive. I mean, the amount of revenue which we are getting from the same amount of investment. Guys, if you have any other questions, just drop them in the comments. We have a couple of minutes left. So another question which we have is the calls from the job seekers. How can I filter them out? We had that a lot, and yeah, thank you, Andrew. We had that a lot, and the reason is that the guys who are searching for jobs, they even try to search with the buying intent, the keywords, or something like that. So it's very hard to really filter them 100%. So yeah, just need to set up the campaigns right. You need to use negative keywords, and we need to set up this interaction with Google. So we send them the leads which we like, which we find quality leads. And this is how Google learns which kind of traffic you need, because this is a very, I would say, closed, and they have this engine which will decide then which is a good traffic and which is not for you. Guys, yeah, we are already done, and I'll finish for today. And yeah, if you like this kind of webinars, I just want to invite you to leave a couple of words and reviews for our Google Maps, because we are also a service company. The agency is a service company, so we also gathering the reviews from the market. Yeah, if you want to support us, I will appreciate that. And if you want to support us just attending these kind of events, I invite you to attend all the other events which we plan for you. And yeah, you will receive the links and the information about the upcoming events. We will talk about the local SEO. We'll talk about the AI visibility. We'll talk about the Facebook ads and Instagram ads, and the budget planning and allocation. And actually, we will go through all the 8-figure HVAC roadmap system during this year, in order to touch all the things and actually discuss all the things with you and share the information which we have and which you can use inside your teams. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you for visiting, and see you in the next webinar. See you in a couple of weeks. Bye.